Hi dear friends, welcoming all of you to my channel Taste the Difference. Today I am going to give you how to make perfect idli or dosa batter in a mixie. Many have grinders and it is easy to bring perfect batter in a grinder, but in case of mixie we have to follow certain tricks to grind in a mixie. For example, I have taken the actual ingredients, that is idli rice or part boiled rice, around 4 cups in my measuring cup, that is 800 grams, and whole white urad dal 1 cup, and that is 200 grams, and fenugreek seeds half tablespoon, that is 2.5 grams. So by taking this actual ingredients with actual measurements, that is rice versus urad dal ratio is like 4 is to 1 ratio, that is 4 cups raw rice versus 1 cup urad dal. This is the actual measurements for doing the idli batter, and many add like extra ingredients like raw rice to get dosa make much crispier, and poha sabudana either one to get idli is much softer. But actually adding these extra ingredients is not the actual or exact recipe of making idli or dosa batter. Also these extra ingredients have side effects like poha has more carb, sabudana we can't take often, and raw rice is not much healthier. So it's better to follow the traditional combination of idli rice, white urad dal, and fenugreek seeds for better fermentation. That is, the fenugreek seeds are used for better fermentation, and other two is the actual ingredients. Also, I separated raw rice, white urad dal, and fenugreek seeds in a separate bowls and washed in a regular water for 3 to 4 times. Now I am soaking both separately, each bowl with 3 cups of good water. And for mixie, the first trick is going to have soaked this rice like for extra time. That is, I am soaking for 8 hours. Usually for those who making in grinder, they just soak it for with good water, and soaking time will be only 3 hours. But in mixie we need to give extra soaking time, because mixie has only blades and not like the grinder the stones are used in the mixie. So it needs some extra soaking time to avoid mixie overload issues like some breakdown issues as well. So I'm giving extra soaking time like 8 hours. Also, I give the time basis, that is, if you start soaking by 12 p.m. the day, and after 8 hours means it will be like 8 p.m. now, and we can start grinding in a mixie. That is, I'm using the third jar in the among the mixie jars, that which is the biggest one. First, I am collecting the soaked urad dal contains water in a separate glass jar. I will be using this soaked water for grinding the batter. I am not using the regular water. If you like using regular water na, then use the regular water itself. For grinding, I am not wasting this soaked water, so I am using the soaked water itself. Now just transfer the urad dal to the mixie jar without water first. The second trick to note here is we should not overload the mixie. That is, do not fill the mixie jar above half of the jar. That is, since I am using 1 cup of urad dal, it comes exactly the half of the jar. Now I am adding 1 cup soaked urad dal water to it and grinding in high speed for 5 minutes. Now our batter is grinded but not fluffy as we do in grinder. So what the third trick here is now, like add extra half quarter cup of soaked water again to the jar and grind in the same high speed for 3 more minutes. See the wonder now. The batter is much fluffy and turns from yellow to white color, just as we do in grinder. To check its consistency, just drop a small amount of urad dal batter in a small little amount of water in a glass jar. If it floats and not dissolved, then our batter consistency is good. Also, you can check this by fingers press, like to confirm it is grinded finely or not. If it is grinded finely, then your batter is good. Now transfer this batter to a large vessel. Again, I am going to show you how to grind the idli rice perfectly. For idli rice grinding, I am going to do in 3 batches. For each batch, I am just filling the mixie jar up to quarter in size and adding initially quarter cup water and grinding in high speed for 2 minutes. Again, I am adding quarter cup of water for the same batch and grinding it for again another 2 minutes. Now, if you check with finger press, the batter should be done for 85% and should not be grinded finely. Now transfer this batch batter to the same vessel containing the urad dal. Similarly, follow the same steps for remaining raw rice also. It came up to 3 batches. So now all the batter is collected in the large vessel. It's time to add the salt now. As totally I have taken like 4 is to 1 ratio, that is totally 5 cups of raw rice and and urad dal. So totally it is 5 cups. So we have to initially add 5 teaspoon of salt, but before fermentation we have to add only half amount of the total quantity of the salt. That is 2.5 teaspoon of salt. We should add it to the batter now and mix all the contents, that is salt, urad dal batter and idli rice batter together by hand. Mix and beat by the hand well and close it with a heavy lid which tightly closes and covers the vessel fully, and no air should go inside. For fermentation in summer, keep this vessel closed with a lid near the window for 8 hours fermentation. In winter, keep this vessel closed with a lid in your oven with lights on for up to 10 to 12 hours fermentation. For me, it's winter, so I have started grinding by 8 p.m. and done by 9 p.m. So for 10 to 12 hours fermentation done, it's next day morning 7 a.m. So it become like 7 a.m. for me. And now see, our batter has been fermented perfectly. As you open and see after 12 hours fermentation, the batter is doubled up as I'm showing in the video. This how the fermentation to be done rightly. Now you can use the batter by adding remaining 2.5 teaspoon of salt to make idlis. As my video going longer, I kept this video as part 1 and part 2 will be coming in few days describing how to make soft idlis or ghee roast in shape of cone desa comes in the next part. So I hope this video part 1 was interesting to you all, and if you like my recipes, give me a subscription and that will be a great help for improving my channel. Thank you and see you soon in the next part. And I'm explaining these videos in English just for the viewers who doesn't know Tamil. So I'm making the Tamil version videos in English video. So I'm giving all the Tamil video links also in this description as well. So those who want to see in Tamil, you can see directly from the description link. Hope you all like this video and give me a subscription and also like, share, comment to my videos. Thank you viewers.